Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my top 20 now selling comic books of the week, and I'm going to be discussing the biggest selling eBay books from the 7th of February 2019. Basically, coverprice.com launched recently and has quickly become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. They scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling comics. Last week I introduced a top 20 for the first time. Now my information from the 20 to 11 isn't as good as the 10 to 1, but it's still in a lot of info there for you guys to follow. Last week I think I had 11 or 12. Let's see what I got this week. Can you beat me? Starting with our number 20 top selling book. And that is a book I have. It is Catwoman, issue 7, that stunning variant from Ben Oliver. Like I've said many times before, had the honour of meeting him once, and he signed my Howard Jordan Flashpoint book a couple of years ago now. My second favourite artist. There were 19 copies of this book sold, and the 7-day trend is plus 101%. Paid cover for mine, well, £4 for my copy. Beautiful. Up next, number 19 on our list is another book I have. It is Omega Men issue number 3. 19 copies have also sold of this book. 7-day trend plus 98%. Now, as we all know, this is the first appearance of Lobo. And he is going to be appearing in season 2 of Krypton. I know a lot of us wanted him in the DCU. I still think it may happen. There were just early discussions about Michael Bay of Transformers fame. Not everyone's ideal choice, but I would like to have seen what he could have done with the character. But like I say, he's appearing in season 2 of Krypton, and that is spiking the book a little bit. I paid £25 for my copy in 2016. It's roughly around a £40 to £50 book. Up next is a book I don't have. Number 18 on our list is this one. And that, guys, is Miss Marvel issue number 1. And there have been 29 copies sold of Miss Marvel issue 1 with a 7-day trend of plus 66%. Obviously getting a spike with the upcoming Captain Marvel movie. Very excited for that one. I've stayed away from the trailer so far. Our number 17 book on our list is another book I own. It is New Avengers issue number 11. This is a first appearance of Ronin. Of course, Hawkeye will be playing Ronin in Avengers Endgame. I knew about this ages ago. I managed to get mine signed as well by, of course, the cover artist and penciler David Finch, who I have my avatar with that from that same day that I got this book signed. Got that signed in the Birmingham Con in March of last year. Now, this book, there have been 20 copies sold, and the 7-day trend is plus 109%. Look out for Hawkeye as Ronin going forward. Our number 16 book on our list is another book I have, and that is White Widow issue number 1. Oh, sorry, I had to tell you, I got that one from a pound in the Games and Collectibles shop in Gloucester. Our number 16 book, White Widow, issue 1, the red foil cover. 25 copies have sold of this book. The 7-day trend plus 86%. I paid £3.50 cover for mine in my local LCS. Basically, this is a creator-owned series by Jamie Tyndall that was funded by Kickstarter and picked up by small press publisher Red Giant. White Widow is about a girl who gains superpowers from a serum created by her father, whose murder she seeks to avenge. Love the art, love the story. The interior art is fantastic as well. I have the silver foil as well. I picked up the same day. And my friend Comic Vantage has another red foil for me, and he's going to try and get that signed by Jamie Tyndall very soon, so excited for that. Number 15 on our list is a book I have passed on because I've never been satisfied with the grade, and that, guys, is this one. From 1988, that classic, Wolverine issue number 1. Wolverine issue number 1 is our 15th selling book. 18 copies of that book have sold this week. The 7-day trend plus 140%. Of course, Hugh Jackman has sadly announced he's not going to be playing him anymore. So they're on the lookout for a new Wolverine. I was reading a terrible rumour that Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, was being lined up. Please tell me it's not true. So many terrible rumours at the moment. I read that Robert Pattinson is being lined up to play the new Batman from Twilight. Oh my days. But like I say, Wolverine 1988 classic issue. And the 7-day trend, like I said, plus 140%, 18 copies sold. Our number 14 book is a book I'm confident I will probably never own. And I really want it because I'm enjoying the series immensely at the moment. I'm on season 2 and it is fantastic. And the book in question is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 129, the first appearance of the Punisher. 19 copies have sold of that book. The 7-day trend plus 141%. I think I have the True Believers, but I would love that first issue. One of my friends, David Holman, I think, has a Amazing Spider 129. What an epic book. Our number 13 on our list is a book I recently acquired for £5 at a con last Saturday. And that was, 2 Saturdays ago. And that is Reborn, issue number 1. That's our number 13 book, guys. This is the regular main cover from Greg Capullo. 23 copies of this book have sold this week with a 7-day trend of plus 134%. Basically, it's a story about an 80-year-old woman who dies and is reborn in a fantasy world of magic and monsters. And it's in production for Netflix with Sandra Bullock producing and possibly starring and Chris McKay directing. And that was optioned in January of 2019. Like I say, paid £5 for this. It is going pretty silly at the moment. Around about 20 to 25 for a solid copy of Reborn. Our number 12 book on our list is another book I own. And that is Avengers 684, the No Surrender storyline. Now, this is the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk. Of course, the Immortal Hulk from Al Ewing is on fire at the moment. And I have it signed by Al Ewing. Said it before. 28 books I got signed in one day by him. Including the variant too. I have 684 regular and the variant signed by Al Ewing. And that was signed last year. 27 copies of this book have sold. The 7-day trend plus 116%. As well as the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk, it's the first appearance of Iron Hulk, who is General Robert L. Maverick. The Origin of Voyager, Valerie Victor. And that's the regular Mark Brooks cover, and that's the variant from Scotty Young. Immortal Hulk on fire at the moment. Our number 11 book on our list is a book I passed on for $200. I just didn't have the dollar at the moment, and what a regret. It needs no introduction, really. It is the Batman Adventures issue number 12. Of course, the first appearance of Harley Quinn. And that book is getting a renewed interest, obviously, with the upcoming Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn movie. Wow, that's a mouthful. 31 copies have sold of that first appearance of Harley Quinn this week, with a 7-day trend of plus 109%. I'd love to get that first Harley Quinn. Okay, guys, so we're on to the top 10. We're on to the big boys now. And this is where I come up with a little bit more info. Starting with number 10 on our list is a hot comic book alert I posted several weeks ago. I should have taken my own advice and grabbed it while I could, because this book is getting hot. This is Silver Surfer, annual number 6. That is our number 10 book this week, guys. And the reason that is, it's the first appearance of a character called Janice Vale, who will be appearing, by all accounts, in the upcoming Captain Marvel movie. The 7-day trend on that book, plus 249%. 14 copies of that book sold this week. The average raw price now, $12.30. But crazily, a 9.4 you could get for $38.99. Really? Baffling. That's our book. First, Janice Vale at number 10. In at number 9 is a book I've been on the lookout for, but with no success. I posted another hot book alert recently about a supposed animated Batman Beyond feature. Now, those rumours kind of been debunked a little bit, but that hasn't slowed down the market. Now, I have the first Batman Beyond in Batman Beyond issue 1. But this is the first Batman Beyond in DCU. This is our number 9 book. Superman, Batman, annual number 4. Number 4, guys. 7-day trend plus 170%. 21 copies of that book have sold this week. The average raw sale now, $52.92. Very tidy indeed. The average graded book now, $76 for a 9.8. So, not a great increase from the raw. That's our number 9. Number 8 is a book that I own. He's still there. He's still fighting. This is Ultimate Fallout, issue number 1. Of course, this is the first appearance of the second Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the star of the Into the Spider-Verse animated feature. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 104%. 33 copies of this book have sold this week. Now, the average raw sale is just insane currently. $137. Really? I paid £13.90 for mine in March of last year, just before my birthday. The average graded 9.8 now, $298. I passed on a second copy recently for $20. I could have got it for $15, I'm sure. Beating myself up big time. This is the first appearance, like I said, of Miles. Great book to have. This is the first print. The second print reveals his face. Go careful on that one. Our number 7 book on our list is a book that I own, and it's a scarce one too. This is from Scout Comics. This is Fish Eye. Fish Eye. And the reason is an official media deal has been announced. And this was, I told you about this in a hot book alert some time ago. This is going to be a movie at some point. It's a reality television cop experiences a loss in ratings until he becomes marked for death by an unknown group of killers. Now, I've read this. I wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't enjoy the interior art, but it's a nice book to own if you liked options books, because this one, it's been greenlit. It's in production, I believe. Now, the 7-day trend on this book, plus 211%. 18 copies of this book have sold this week. The average raw sale now, $15.75. I paid £10 for mine, so it was around about that. Passed on a second copy a couple of weeks ago. The average graded 9.8 now. Crazy. Just $48.33. That's a steal, I think. Get on it. You're going to see it on the screen soon. Our number 6 book last week was the first week in, I think, 16 that this book was in the top 10. It was in our number 11 book last week. But this week it is back. Batman Damned. You can't get rid of it. The 7-day trend plus 89%. 43 copies have sold this week. The average the average raw book now, $69. I paid $45 for mine. Passed on a second copy of this and the Jim Lee variant a couple of weeks ago for $30. Should have got the Jim Lee, I think. Yeah. But I don't know. Variants add up a little bit. At the end of the day, it's the same book. Basically, this is the premier issue in the DC Black Label launch, which gives established creators creative freedom to explore characters and stories outside of continuity. It was sold out due to a media uproar over a nudity panel. This is the uncensored edition. Obviously, the first Batawang. First naked Batman. What can you say about it? It's not going to slow down. The interior art is beautiful. Subsequent issues, 2, 3s going forward, it's not going to be the same. You're never going to get another Batman Damned one, guys. If you get the chance to get this, just grab it. That's all I can say. Put my copy back on the shelf for $7, and I ended up paying $45. Our number 5 book on our list is another book I own. Of course, it is that stunning, stunning variant from Julian Totino Tedesco. This is Harlequin, issue number 57, guys. This is the first appearance of a character from Tamaran, the same planet as Starfire, called Miranda. And what else has it got going for him? Well, it's an error book, because this book is by Tedesco, but inside it says that the cover is done by Frank Cho, and that ain't Frank Cho. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of Frank Cho at all. This is stunning artwork. So you got 3 good things: a great cover, a first appearance, and an error. It's sold out quickly. The 7-day trend, plus 105%. 41 copies of this book have sold this week. The average raw sale is $25.15 now. I picked up 2 copies for £3.20 a piece. Sending one to my good friend Lewis, Comic Vantage. I had 5 in my hands, put them all back. Regret that now. The average graded 9.8. They're out there already. Plus, $110 now for this book. Sweet cover. They think it could be the next Batgirl 23. Not for me, but it is still very, very sweet. Our number 4 book on our list this week is a book I looked out for, but I'm not too disappointed I don't own it. It is Wonder Woman, issue 63, the Shira Hammer cover, the variant. The 7-day trend on that book, plus 89%. 70 copies, 70 have sold this week. The average raw sale, $7.66. So you're doubling your money. It's nothing major. Like I say, it's a change of the cover artist, and it's an awesome variant. So it is a nice looking book. That's Wonder Woman, issue 63. Our number 3 book on our list. Wow, this is one I bought ages ago. Yeah, I do own it. And I'm glad to see it getting some buzz now, because of course we are getting a movie soon with Vin Diesel. Yeah, not the biggest Vin Diesel fan, but it is what it is. This book is Rye, issue 0. This is our number 3 on our list. The reason being, it's the first full appearance of Bloodshot, who is Michael Lazarus. And it's also the first appearance and origin of Rye 2, Takeo Konishi. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 155%. 95 copies of this book have sold this past week. Brilliant. The average raw sale now, $22.37. I paid just £2.75 for mine in 2017. An average graded book now, 9.8, $124. Get on that Bloodshot. I need to get Eternal Warrior 4 as well. Our number 2 book on our list this week is another book I own. It is Immortal Hulk, issue number 12. And of course, this is the first appearance of the One Below All. Stunning Alex Ross cover. The Immortal Hulk series is on fire at the moment. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 98%. 94 copies of this book have sold this week. And the average raw price is going up. And this is only a recent book, $10.38. So you get some nice price value there. I paid $3.50 for mine. An average 9.8 now out there is $75. That is our number 2 book. That is Immortal Hulk, issue number 12. And so it leaves our big one, our number 1. And it is a book that I made as a hot comic book alert. And it is a book I could not find. I ended up getting a colour variant. Our number 1 book this week, guys, is Spawn, issue 293. It is the black and white C cover. And the reason it is blown up, it is an error variant. Error variant. Some of the pages, I believe, inside are colour. Even though, is it? Yeah, I think the interior is not what it's supposed to be. It's either black and white and it should be colour or black and white. One or the other. I can't remember, guys. It's not like me. But the 7-day trend on that book, plus 744%. 194 copies have sold this week, and the average raw sale this week already, $28.26. Of course, it is a new villain for Spawn called Godsend. Godsend. That's our number one. Spawn 293. So, guys, how many of the top 20 did you have? How many did I have? I'll tell you how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 out of 20 for Daz. Can you beat me? I'm pretty sure you can. I'll be amazed to find out if anyone's got 20. That's Daz over and out. Bye for now.